Moving on now to the looming government shutdown, just a couple days away. The House Oversight Committee set to hold their first impeachment inquiry today. This will be day number one of this process until it possibly moves on to a full impeachment in the House.
Joining us now is member of the House Appropriations and Oversight Committee's Kansas Congressman Jake LaTurner. Congressman, how do you expect House Republicans to handle this first impeachment inquiry hearing?
Well, what we're going to do is set the baseline for the American people. We're going to lay out everything that we've learned since we took the majority in January. We're going to talk about the $24 million in payments, the 20 shell companies, the 9 Biden family members that received money. We're going to talk about the IRS whistleblowers and what they revealed to us, that the DOJ shut them down. We're going to talk about Joe Biden's fake email accounts. We're going to talk about what we just learned this week, that a member of the Chinese Communist Party wired money to Hunter Biden at Joe Biden's address. We're going to lay all this out for the American people. Then we're going to proceed, follow the facts wherever they may lead.
So you're going to have to overcome a big one here, because the rest of the media, not Newsmax, but the rest of the media is going to pretend that there's no direct or conclusive evidence to link Joe Biden to any of this. How do you overcome that and get that message to the American people?
The facts will speak for themselves. We are going to continue to talk about this. We aren't going to let it go. We're going to be like a dog with a bone, not out of political purposes, but because the American people deserve the truth. They need to know if their vice president, then Joe Biden, was using his high office to enrich his family. It's clear to me already that he was, but we are going to continue to follow the facts and uncover all of this. We are uncovering new information all the time. That process will continue on. We're going to learn a lot more.
We've got, Congressman, the impeachment inquiry hearing happening today, but the real question that the people want to know is the government going to shut down? I think that we saw President Joe Biden say that it could be inevitable. Can Republicans come together? Can we get Speaker McCarthy and Congressman Matt Gaetz on the same page?
That's what we're trying to do. We want to do a couple of things. Number one, we want to keep the government open, but we want the president to care more about our border than he does about Ukraine. We want our president to care more about our $33 trillion in debt than he does expanding massive welfare programs. We've got to get this country back on track. It is worth having a fight over, but at the end of the day, I think Republicans are going to stick together and get the job done. We've been underestimated time and time again, and at the end of the day, we've stuck together to do the right thing for the American people. This time that will happen again.
Let me ask you about Ukraine funding. This has been a sticking point for a lot of Republicans, understandably so. The White House wants another $24 billion in funding as part of this package. Senate Democrats, it looks like they could bail out Kevin McCarthy here to avoid a shutdown on Saturday. Where do you stand with more Ukraine funding, at least as part of this deal?
Well, what I believe is that what I resent and what a lot of my constituents resent is the president caring more about this than our wide open southern border. He wants money for Ukraine. The funding, the $4 billion that he talked about for the border, isn't really for the border. It's handouts to countries in Central America. We need real border security because we have people on the terrorist watch list crossing our southern border. That's a fact. We have hundreds of Americans dying every single day from fentanyl overdoses. That's a fact. The president isn't dealing with that. Mayorkas isn't dealing with that. We are going to force him to.
All right. Congressman, great having you on this morning. We appreciate it. We will continue to follow what happens over the next couple days. Clock is certainly ticking there on Capitol Hill. Thank you.